Hello, today I'm going to talk a little bit about right hand harmonics and how to get nice, clear, bell-like harmonics. These are one of the most beautiful effects that we have on the harp, and essentially what we're doing is we're getting our string to sound, instead of at its normal pitch, an octave higher, and you'll hear how it has that sort of bell-like quality to it. So the actual technique itself is quite simple. What you're doing in terms of physics is we are stopping the string at exactly the midway point. We're cutting it in half, and therefore we're just playing the upper part of the string. And because the string is half as long, it means that it's sounding one octave higher. Now, how we're doing that in practicality terms is that we're stopping the string with this part of our finger, the knuckle of our second finger, and we're going to pluck it with our thumb. So if I'm on this E flat here, what we're going to do is we're going to place that knuckle on the string, then place your thumb on the string. And I like to think of it, it's like you're turning a door handle. You've got this little twist with your thumb where you're getting these opposing motions. This knuckle is pushing this way and the thumb is pushing that way. And then you get this nice quality. Here's that technique a little closer up for you. So I'm stopping the string with the knuckle, I'm putting on my thumb, and then I'm twisting. Okay, so the thumb is going that way, the knuckle is going that way. Now, a couple of tips with these. First of all, it's really important that you get exactly the right position on your string. If you're too high, it won't really sound. If you're too low, again, you won't get quite the right harmonic. So you need to be exactly at that midpoint. Now, it might help you at the start to mark on where that is. It can be useful to mark on the point where your second finger stops. You can use just like a little bit of nail varnish or a Sharpie or something like that, just to mark it on. But hopefully in time, you'll get used to where that is. The other tip I would say is to make sure that you are really pushing in with the second finger, and the push and the pluck is happening at the same time. What you don't want is for the thumb to pluck while the push is still happening. Equally, you don't want the push to stop before the thumb does. You're trying to make sure that they both come off at exactly the same time. Okay? So think about rotating that wrist and pulling the hand away. Now, the other reason I think that people struggle with harmonics is simply that they just don't play them enough. Very often we meet one in a piece, but it's the only one, or you don't have that many. So I would get into the habit of practicing things like your triads, or fragments of scales, things like this, in harmonics, so that you're playing more of them in succession and you're really getting used to the technique that it needs. In my technical exercises for Lever Harp book, I have a whole section dedicated to harmonics, so you might want to look at that. But practice is one of these things that just practice makes perfect. The more you play them, the more used to them you'll get, and you won't need to worry about where it is, but your hand will just instinctively go to that correct spot. So have fun with those. If you've got any questions, just get in touch, and I'll be back with another video on left hand harmonics for you.